This commercial is brought to you by Randy, our co-pilot in the back. Thank you guys. Okay, so we're spinning back around. We're gonna go head over to the wild side for the starboard side.
Missing it.
Whoa.
You know what I just realized too, you guys? I never introduced myself. I got so excited that once we got down here, I just started yabbering around about the fish. So starboard side, as we make this pass, welcome to Atlantis Submarine. My name is Maile. Maile Loli Kapo Alakapiko Onamana is my actual name, but people have a hard time saying that, so I just go with Maile. Hi. Starboard side, what do we see? Okay. You know what's really funny is that people see our fish and they go, we're not like Australia, for example. Australia has like really a huge variety of species, like lots and lots of different fish. I think it's like 5,000. And we really don't have that, but we do have the highest concentration of endemic species. So that means you're not going to see our fish anywhere else but here in Hawaii, which I think is very special, very VIP. One of the fish that's my favorite, there's a white belly fish out there. White belly, orange face. They're about the size of your palm or your hand. Those fish, they let us know. We call them the indicator species. They let us know if a reef is healthy or not. Coral is a living animal. People don't know that. People get surprised. Some people think that coral is a rock or a plant. But coral is a living animal, and just like us, just like any animal, coral gets sick. I can tell which coral is sick because it's white. But I can't distinguish if it's sick or dead. They look exactly the same. It's called coral bleaching. So when I see a white coral, I go, I don't know what the fate of this reef is. But we look for the pyramid butterfly fish. The pyramid butterfly fish are so like high maka maka, which is Hawaiian for like bougie, very, very bougie. They only live on the creme de la creme, right? 4-star resorts. So if there is a dead coral, that fish will not hang out there. And I saw like a couple of white coral. I don't know if you saw it, I'll point it out. I saw a couple of white ones, which is normal. It happens to all of us. Girl gets sick. But the temperature in the water will eventually become their perfect cozy temperature, and you'll see that color return again. So whenever you guys are snorkeling, if you see any pieces of white coral, keep your eyes out for the pyramid butterfly fish. They were originally endemic. I think we're starting to see them migrate elsewhere in different waters. You guys, port side, we're making our way now to our last and final artificial reef. Oh, that would be great. That would be very SeaWorld of us. Alright, so this is our last. Oh, what is that? Everyone take a look here on the port side.
Yeah.
Barracuda.
Yeah, they're young barracuda.
Young Heller's barracuda. So these Heller's barracuda, they're like social. They like to hang out with their friends and family. They got that nice blue line right down their body.
Wow.
Just shrunken sizes of the great barracuda.
It's a Titanic. Wow.
No, we cannot. This boat right here, this is the San Pedro. This is the $1 boat. Dollar bill, y'all. Oh, and on this dollar boat, you guys can see very clearly lots of sea urchins. Sea urchin are the kind of looks like a black porcupine. Sea urchin is a delicacy here in Hawaii. Ew, gross. We eat it raw here. Ew, gross. Oh, there's a turtle in there. Everyone take a look.
Oh, there he is.
Turtle inside the ship on the far end, on the opposite end. And there's that school of unicorns. So if you guys, if the kiddos didn't see it, you guys can see it clearly now. They're swimming right into that wheelhouse. And inside the ship is the Hawaiian green sea turtle resting and hiding.
It's a real aquarium.
Yeah.
Wow. I barely got
Yeah, right here. So I can see it just at the bow. You can see their orange face and their orange little caudal fin. So right, white.
Are they the ones that won't be around? That's interesting.
Yeah, it is, right? I love. There's so many weird things, like weird, interesting things that naturally occur here that just boggle me. So like one of the things is parrotfish. So parrotfish, they're so interesting. One of the things that's really cool is that parrotfish have teeth, molars. They have really strong bites, and they'll take out coral, like chunks of coral. That's their snack. They ingest. They take up all the nutrients, and that's how sand is created. Sand comes out the back end. Yeah, parrotfish poop, kids. Stop eating the sand. Knock that off. But then also what parrotfish do, which is the part that's actually interesting, parrotfish males are super beautiful. They have this really gorgeous rainbow shine. And they're in charge of like 15 to 25 females. There's only one male and all of these females. When that male dies, the strongest female will then take its place, she'll like revert and then be in charge. So it's like such a weird thing that happens in the ocean. It's just, I've got all these really strange facts. Like one of these here, ocean floor also makes sand. This is a Halimeda algae straight down below us. Halimeda algae produces about 1 ton of sand a year, so just one piece of algae. And our iconic sandy beaches are all thanks to that, and our parrotfish poop. Halimeda algae is also an ancient Hawaiian toothbrush. That's a true story. It works. You want to try it? Just dive down here to 75 feet. Chew on some grass. Gives you really bad breath though, so breathe away from me. But yeah, we're gonna make our spin turn, so starboard side will get a view of that $1 boat. Hopefully that turtle is still there. Turtles are incredible meditators. They can like slow down and control their heart rate. They slow down their heart rate to about 1 beat for every 4 minutes. And in doing so, they can hold their breath for about 4 hours. So fingers crossed, the Hawaiian green sea turtle is still there. They like to dive inside that boat and use it for hiding and sort of kind of blending into the boat from their only natural predator, which is the tiger shark. This is it. This is the San Pedro. Gorgeous views. Nice and close here. We see some lavender tanks, some blue striped snappers, unicorn fish, some millipedes. I'm just naming fish at this point. I'm not guessing which is which. Turtle's coming up, I hear.
There it is.
Oh, and I see it.
Yeah.
It's straight inside her.
Excellent.
See, Mama, turtle?
Gorgeous. It's getting cleaned up, so they've got a symbiotic relationship with the reef fish. So we got some lavender or some yellow tangs, removing parasites and buildup from their shell. And it's not just for cosmetics. She does that to prevent like growth. She doesn't want to add any weight. Wow. The Hawaiian green sea turtle have a special relationship to the Hawaiian culture. We didn't eat turtles, we didn't eat sharks either. There were a lot of animals that were deemed sacred, sort of god like deities. So in Hawaiian culture, when you lost your loved one, you would perform a ceremony and you would transfer that life energy into an animal. And sometimes it's the turtle or the shark or eagle ray. Just like the iguana, when grandmas became the spotted eagle ray. That was the one true for Hawaiian culture, true fact. And so when you do that, obviously you're not eating your grandma. That animal becomes the family guardian for generation to generation. We call them our awakua. Yeah, so they're very sacred to us. We respect them, we don't hunt them, we don't grab their tail, shell, we don't ride them, we don't hold them and squeeze them and push them real tight. We don't do any of that. We give them the respect they deserve. And thankfully we're seeing their numbers increase. They're actually on our endangered species list for a really long time. I think they're still on it, but numbers are skyrocketing. Now now we're seeing this like almost every day. So as we make our way to our surfacing zone, keep looking out of your viewport. That was our last and final artificial reef. Now we're doing additional. Oh, nice. Very cool. So we got Captain Rebel, your pilot today. So at this point, we'd usually be following our trail that leads us home. But he kind of wants to squeeze in some more time. He wants to see what else we can catch out here. So before, as the disco is making their way out, he wants to do some additional passes. So if you're on the starboard side, right side, I can see our airplane wings. This nicer view here, you can see the top. So these airplanes, they weren't just wings when we first installed it. We had the complete model. But then Hurricane Iniki happened about, I think it was like 3 months later after we anchored it down. And those waves were so strong. Strongest hurricane our islands has ever seen. And it took those airplanes, ripped them up, diced them like sashimi, and spread them through our waters. So our dive team, they had to come out here on their days off and just swim hopelessly, lost, trying to look for whatever we could find. And thankfully we found our wings here at 100 feet. So now this 100-foot depth has become a part of our experience, which is nice. Remember, coral is a living animal, and just like me, coral only likes warm, cozy temperatures. It's actually a little bit too cold out here for any more coral to grow. So these guys here is just from the first sort of spawns when it was in shallower water. We were at 55 feet when we first put it out. But we're not seeing any change in our coral, so we're thinking it must be too cold out here. But you're also not going to see any coral on the ocean floor because it's all sand. Remember, coral needs bare substrate. It needs lava rock. It needs something to lock onto. So this is all sandy ocean floor. If you go out a couple more miles, you'll see the ocean floor change radically again. It just keeps on doing it until you're in giant squid territory. We don't know what's out there. And then portside, we'll get you guys your aerial view of the airplane wings, the Mitsubishi YS-11 we call them. Lots and lots of toothbrushes down here, that Halimeda algae everywhere. Oh yeah, I mentioned a crush depth earlier, and I just kind of moved on from it. So this submarine has a crush depth of up to 850 feet. There's nothing out there though. Remember, so as you go further and further out, things change. It's not like you can't go out into the middle of the open ocean and expect to see a whole lot of stuff. So of course I left that. We are right above this airplane wing. It's straight down. You guys can see a Sergeant Major right here in front of me on the port side. Sergeant Major is the one with all the stripes on his body. He outranks me. I only have 2 stripes.
It's been a long time since I've been there. It was sad to see that all the coral near the pier there, all that coral's dead.
And you know, it's like so many factors, but it also breaks my heart when I see like people just needlessly walking all over. I guess
Hence all the restrictions many years ago on Panama. We used to
Right,
go
yeah,
to
we used to go
Panama
into
every
Manila with a
time.
bag of peas, and then just fish and just.
and now there's like reservation. It's so hard. Some of our guests were telling us it's hard to even get a reservation.
Oh, really?
And I found out through this job. Yeah, it is. I found out through this job that they have like reservations to get into an all day. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, back then to go into the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Everything has changed so much, and it's kind of hard being out here. It's so nice to see that. I love the shop for that reason, that we have like all of this stuff out here. But it's also a little heartbreaking.
Well, we're loving it to death.
Okay.
Right? We love it to death. It's happening where I live too in Montana. There's so many people coming in, and now we're having like algae blooms in the rivers, which are bacteria. Like that's terrible.
I saw videos of that. Did you ever? I saw videos of that. It's scary.
Just like world-renowned rivers known for their beautiful fishing, and it's just you'll drive by and there'll be hundreds of people on a stretch all out there fishing. You'll catch fish that have evidence of being caught numerous times and then just released again and catch them again and release them. Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is stuff that kind of brings me down. But you know, I
it wasn't
hear,
happy to see a green sea turtle though.
Well, you know, now that there's like reservations at Panama Bay, it's really nice to see turtles are there. Oh,
That was just right here at the port, at the Hilton port
just
yesterday.
like a traffic way of turtles, and I usually I only see that happening in Maui and Big Island. So like to see them doing that here, I'm like,
That's cool.
at least something is